Okay, so today we're going to do a how-to guide on changing the belts on your flail mower, your new FM Series Flail Mower if you've got one and you need to change the belts. So a couple of tools you need: socket with a 13mm spanner ratchet with a 13mm socket on there, 17 as well, and a 17 spanner. You can do this as well with a 17 ratchet spanner if you've got it, but this is your basic tools, which is what we'll use today. So firstly, 13mm, you've got 4 bolts around here, which is for the belt guard. Now we're showing this with the wheels trailing the machine because it's easier to do it on a video and show what we're actually doing, so you can see. You can do it either with the wheels trailing the machine like we've got today, or with the wheels to the side. If you've got the wheels trailing the machine, drop it down so the machine's sat on the skids like this. If you've got the wheels to the side of the machine, so the wheels are here, you want to raise the height right up to the top as high as it will go. That gives you better access, and you access from that side, obviously because there's a tyre where I am. But for the videos, using it with wheels trailing, same process, set effectively. So pop these bolts off the side to remove the guard. The guard comes away like that. Pop that onto one side. So you've got your belt system on here. So obviously this one's got the belts all fitted. Normally, if you're coming to replace the belts, they're either damaged or broken or whatever. So you want to remove the old belts, or what's left of the old belts. Clear the area. So if you've got bits of rubber in here, chaff, grass cuttings, give that a good clear out first before you start and before you go to fit the new belts. Regardless of whether you're just replacing or the belts are actually gone, you need to undo this tensioning system here. So this is your tensioning idler pulley here, and you've got the spring and bolt arrangement. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a 17mm spanner on the top and then a socket or a ratchet spanner on the bottom here. Undo this one completely, and then we can pop that off. Once that is undone, that tensioner bolt and assembly will come right away. And now your idler pulley moves to the center, and you've got your slack there and your belts, so they're ready to come off. Now these are relatively new belts on here, so they'll be quite stiff to get on and off. So when you fit in new belts, you'll see the reverse procedure. So I'll pop these off quickly. Okay, old belts off. So then you get your new belts, and you'll find they are quite stiff to put on. It's a high quality EPDM belt that we use on these, but it does mean they're quite stiff. Start with the rearmost belt. So you want to hook it behind the pulley there, so it's gone behind your drive pulley there, onto your top pulley here, and then effectively you're winding the belt on. So you catch it in your groove down the bottom here, and then you're rotating the whole drive assembly like that. Just be careful of your fingers, and then repeat obviously for your other belt. Catch it on, and then you're winding it on onto the pulley itself. Give it a rotate just to check it's all on there and happy. Like I say, make sure when you're changing the belts, just check for any issues. Give it a clean as well. Just make sure everything's happy and rotating, and there's no bearings gone here or whatever. Just give everything a double check, and then to put it back together, it's just the reverse of taking it apart. So you've got your tensioner arrangement here, your spring tensioner, hooks onto this arm here. So you see that's hooked on securely, and then it goes down through this slot, and you've got a bolt, a washer and a nut. That you then use to tension it back up. So reverse procedure to when we took it off effectively. So nice and easy. Do this with a spanner or a ratchet spanner if you've got one available. So what we're looking to do when we tension these up, this spring acts to take out any shock loading you get on there. Keeps a constant tension on the belts here. What we're trying to do as a visual metric, we're trying to get 2mm spacing between the spring coils here. So have a look. That's not quite tight enough yet. If you've got feeler gauges, brilliant. I'll do this by eye because I've done it plenty of times, but if in doubt, get a gauge or a 2mm gauge and just check you've got that 2mm spacing there, and then adjust the belt, adjust the tensioner accordingly. So I'll go a little bit tighter. And there we are, about there. So you've got a 2mm gap between the coils. Belts are all on there nice and happy. and you're good to go. So then it's just refitting the guard, and you're back up and running. And as always with these sort of guards, fit all the bolts first, just loosely, and then tighten them up. It just makes it nice and easy rather than fitting one and tightening it. Make sure all the threads are caught first. There, make sure they're all tightened up securely. Once you're happy, give the engine a fire up, rev it up, check it all works, and then good to go.